this long weekend, I'm spending some time understanding the knowledge catalog feature of GCP, which recently got announced. Basically, Dataplex got renamed as knowledge catalog. Did a lot of exploration, but one challenge is the documentations are all over, and it's very difficult to follow the documentation. So finally, I think on the data insights part for unstructured data, I gathered some information by looking at the documentation here. Uh, so data insights looks like is for unstructured data. The way it works is, so I actually took help from my own digital profile, which I created as a skill in Claude. So I use that to condense that information that I just showed on the data insights documentation. So data insights, it looks like it works like this, right? And I'll show you what I have done also. So if you put, okay, right now it supports PDF, unstructured data. That's what it mentions in the documentation. So if I put my or upload my PDFs in cloud storage GCS, and if I create a data scan job, and I'll show you how to create this data scan job. The data scan job I can run, I can schedule it, I can run on demand. It will not only read the metadata of the PDF using Gemini, it reads the content of the files as well and extracts certain metadata, right? And in the knowledge catalog, there are certain schema terminologies like aspect type. I'm not going to that part yet. I'll have a separate recording on that. But for now, just think about, right, when the data scan runs, it extracts not only the file attributes, it actually reads the file using Gemini and tries to get additional metadata, which it puts into the knowledge catalog, and it also creates a BigQuery table where it puts the attribute, file attribute level metadata, name of the file, the size of the file, and all, right? And that's why a BigQuery connection is required, because it needs to write to BigQuery, right? Now, what are the limitations today on data insights? Let me actually go to that. So first of all, while Discovery scans automatically identify and group various unstructured file types into BigQuery object tables, Data Insights for unstructured data is only optimized for PDF files. Data Insights for unstructured data is only available in locations that support Vertex AI Gemini 2.5 Pro models. Looks like these are the models that are used for now. And you need to have your resources in those supported regions. So I use US Central 1, which is supported, right? Now, how did I run it? What did I explore, right? So what I did is, okay. So first of all, I enabled dataplex.googleapis.com, BigQuery API, the AI platform API, BigQuery connection API, right? Then I granted Vertex AI user to the Discovery Service Agent, right? So this is GCP. This is the service account for the Discovery Service Agent, right? And so I gave the Dataplex to use Vertex AI. Then I created a bucket, storage bucket, created some sample PDFs. This is a quick program that I asked Claude to write for me to create some sample PDFs. You can take any PDFs, and I uploaded those PDFs into my bucket. So if you see in the bucket, this is my bucket. Where did the bucket go? I think this is the bucket. Nope, no, this is not the bucket. The bucket that I used was, yes, this is the bucket, right? In that bucket, I uploaded a sales finance PDF, governance policy, a incident report, a business review, a vendor contract, cloud tech. These are all 5 sample PDFs that are created by the code that I showed you, right? And then if I go back here, right? So I uploaded them. Then I created a connection, right? A BigQuery connection with the connection type is cloud resource, and name of the connection is unstructured demo con. So if I go to BigQuery, this is the connection that I created, right? After creation of this connection, I got the connections service account, right, to and stored it under BQ con SA, right? Then granted that connection service account a read access to the bucket, right? Because this connection I'll use. This connection I gave read access to the bucket that I just showed, and I also gave that the connection service account the Vertex AI platform access, AI platform user access, right? Then I created a data scan job, right, using the gcloud command, right, where I say dataplex data scans create data discovery, unstructured PDF scan, location, project, data source is my bucket name, and the connection I gave what connection to use, and the BigQuery publishing table type will be big lake. Now you can use gcloud, or if I so the data scan job can be created from BigQuery metadata curation also, right? So here I can go here, and from here also I can through the console also I can create it, right? But I use gcloud. One thing to note, if you use gcloud, for example, I use gcloud, right? The semantic inference, that I could not find a flag through which I can enable the semantic inference. So semantic inference is the one which tells the data scan to use Gemini 2.5 Pro to go into that PDF document, read it, and extract additional metadata, right? So I went, after creating this, right, I edited that data scan job, right, and enabled the semantic inference, right, through here, right? So after this, I run the data scan. So this is the gcloud command to run the unstructured PDF scan. It took some time. I used this to check the job, right? Now how it created the job. So if I go to metadata curation, you see that this is the data scan the discovery scan it created, the job it created, and then I ran it twice. First one I cancelled because I forgot to turn on the semantic search. Then I ran this, right? And if you go to the log, you will see that this was a cancelled job, right? But after that, it discovered the data statistics, right? It discovered all the 5 tables like this has the details, and if I go to the data sets, right, uh, if I go to the BigQuery data sets, it created after it when it ran, right, it created the this data set within the documents, and then it created this table for me. What it um, extracted is for each of those five PDFs that it went through, it uh, created a row for each one of them in that table. This table also the data scan job only created. So it's just the URI, what is the application type, size of the file, right? It did not populate any of this. So probably there is something coming in data scan in future in the roadmap, which will probably allow me to add additional metadata also. But right now I could not find like how to fill this up, right? So it created this table automatically. The other thing that it did, and that is where actually I am still trying to find out how I can get more. In the knowledge catalog, if I go to the knowledge catalog and if I go to the search, right, and I go to this table, like this is the one that it created, right? Here, um, under, okay, here, if I go to the entry list, I can see the documents table that I just showed you. It created that, and uh, here under description, and this is where I think it went and read the PDF. It read all the five documents, and this description is correct for all the five documents. The documents describe the data governance policies, data structures, and operational health of. Now, how it got this, I am not sure. Um, this one, let me check one thing. I didn't check this in my PDF. Did it create it as an Acme? Let me check. So if I download it, does it tell? Okay. So the sample, it created Acme data solution. So this is good. So it did read it. They included data governance policy with classification levels and retention schedules, a data dictionary for customer. So these are all correct, but this is all it um, extracted. The other thing that it extracted is a graph profile, although not very useful. What the graph profile did is, there is a, okay, let me see if it is in the relationships. There was, yeah, this is the graph, right? Under insights, it created this, which is actually based on the document, but it doesn't give me enough information, right? It's not usable per se. So this is the part I was not very sure. It did pick up there as an incident. It did pick up there as a table. So it looks like it really went into the PDFs and read it, but the nodes that it created are not useful. So there should be some way, I think, to provide a schema or a like what I want to extract, right? The mistake I did is I uploaded 5 PDFs. I should have started with one PDF. Now the limitation is that I can run this once per project in a day, so I'll have to wait for tomorrow again. But I'll probably not run it again because I wanted to understand the concept. Now I understand what the concept is. Some of the things that I still do not have answer to, either the product does not have it yet or I have not been able to find it out. But overall, how I think that this approach works, the knowledge catalog works, is exactly like how I put it here, right? So if I upload my PDF documents, the data scan job, I can schedule it, I can run it on demand, it will go to the PDFs, get the file attributes that it will put into BigQuery table that I just showed documents, and any other metadata which includes reading the PDF, getting the information into the knowledge catalog. The concept is powerful. We have been doing this through custom development so far. Now, if it works, and if I can extract what I want, and if there is a way for a human to further curate it, then it's a powerful feature. I am going to I'm going to continue to explore this and see what more I can find out. But this is just one part of the knowledge catalog, which is the data insights for unstructured data. There are other things that I'm exploring. I will share those as I explore more. For now, that's it.